Hello and welcome again to the Creativity Cabinet. Today I'm going to show you 3 blue and white items that I made from Dollar Tree materials, and I'm going to be showing you some problem solving that I did, because for a while it wasn't working out so well, but then I figured out and I solved my problems, and that really is what creativity is all about, is solving problems. So I'm going to give you a chance to see how I solved some of my problems and ended up making some pieces that look really nice. So let's get going. Okay, this one is completely simple and completely non-frustrating. I started with a melamine plate that I got for 50 cents at Walmart, and I spray painted it white. Once the spray paint was dry, I took my black Posca pen and I colored in the edges with it to give it kind of an enamelware look. You could use any kind of black paint marker or even just black permanent marker for this, including the big black fake Sharpie that they make at Dollar Tree. Then all I needed to do was to take these beautiful wall stickers from Dollar Tree and pick out some and apply them to the plate. And I ended up with a beautiful decorative plate which would look nice on the wall. And here's the finished plate. I think it looks really nice with the other 2 containers that I made. Okay folks, this is the project that got frustrating for me. I started with a clear plastic square container from Dollar Tree and I spray painted it white. And then I went in with my blue Posca pen and did this this kind of top border. I colored it in all blue. Then I wanted to try to color in the edges of the border here. And eventually this is where I started to have a problem. When I was doing the inner edges, I started making some mistakes and getting the pen and the blue where I didn't want it to be, and you can see it right there. I had like a smudge, so I tried to cover that up with my white Posca pen, and that didn't work. And so I went back with some white wibbly chalk paint. I thought I could use that to cover it up. But what ended up happening was that the blue just ended up blending in to the white and causing this kind of light blue color on there. And eventually I reached a point where I was like totally frustrated, and I had to just kind of like set it aside for a while because it totally wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. You can see there how it just keeps getting worse and worse as I go along. So after getting away from it for a while, I went back to it. I decided that I wasn't going to have a nice white background no matter how hard I tried, so I went into a little package of scrapbooking paper that I had, and I found a nice blue and gold pattern. And so I traced around the lid, and then I traced around, as you can see there, and made it so that it would be the size that it would fit inside of that depression that's on the top of the lid. Once I had that sized how I wanted it to be, I cut it out, and then I glued it down onto the lid with some Mod Podge. But before I did that, you can see me here, I decided that it would look better if I made that ledge part black instead of blue. So here I'm coloring it in with my black Posca pen, then I'm going ahead and using Mod Podge to glue down the scrapbooking paper. Once that was done, then I took one of those wonderful butterflies from the wall art stickers and stuck it down to the top. Then I took my black pen again and I went around the edges of the actual box. And I dealt with the fact that I made some little errors there by just adding a little bit of wear to it. Those little spots make it look like it's enamelware that has some worn spots on it. And then I just put some more of the butterflies all the way around the outside of the box. And here's the finished box. I actually think it turned out really beautifully considering how much frustration I had while making it. Okay, here's my oblong blue and white container. This again was a clear cosmetic type container that I'd gotten from Dollar Tree, and I spray painted it white. And now you see me here using my dark blue Posca pen going around the edges with that pen. But this is actually something that later on I would change my mind about. And you'll see that up in a minute here. Right now I'm just kind of correcting some of the spots with the white Posca pen that got unevenly spray painted, and I kind of didn't like that, so I covered it up and tried to make some wear marks with the blue. I actually discovered that I didn't really like it all that much, but here I am putting on the butterflies, which of course the butterflies look really wonderful. But then I finally decided, I decided I wanted to put 2 butterflies on the top rather than just one. And then I finally decided that it would look better if I did those edges in black rather than in dark blue. It would look more convincingly like it was enamelware, which was the look that I was going for. So I did that, and I actually did find that it looked a lot better. And here you see me going over the little wear marks with black. That looks more convincingly like enamelware. I also decided to go in with the black Posca pen and color in that kind of lower edge that's on there, and that gave it a little bit more of a finished appearance. And here's the finished container. I hope that you guys can see how you don't necessarily need to give up on your projects if they don't turn out the way that you would like them the first try. You can often go in and do problem solving, and then you end up with something actually that can be quite beautiful.